2 of the 7 men arrested for their alleged involvement in the murder of Kiernan AKA Forbes and his friend Tebello Motsoane will now remain behind bars until their next court appearance on the 12th of March. The brothers, Siyabonga and Malusi Ndimande, appeared in the Manzini Magistrate's Court in eSwatini. They were arrested by police in that country after a provisional arrest request was made by the NPA in South Africa. Officials here at home are expected to make an extradition application for both suspects. 5 of their alleged accomplices appeared in the Durban Magistrate's Court just last week, and they're expected to apply for bail at their next court appearance tomorrow. Let's bring in Mweli Masilela, who is following these developments for us in eSwatini. Mweli, it's great to see you. Thanks very much indeed for coming on. I want some clarity from you this afternoon, Mweli, on what was on the table insofar as the 12th of March is concerned. The decision by the court now is that they will be held in custody until that date, but there was an application, wasn't there, to release them into South African custody?
Yeah, you'll know that, Michelle, previously the lawyer representing the 2 Ndimande brothers made it very clear that at this point they won't be able to tell whether they'll oppose the extradition or not, but they were still waiting for all the papers from the South African side. But what has transpired is that the prosecutor in court has made it very clear that they still haven't received comprehensive papers from Pietermaritzburg. That's where the papers are expected to come from the National Prosecuting Authority in KwaZulu-Natal. So the only way that this case can go forward is for those papers to be made available also for the side of the defense, so that they can actually see as to what are the details in as far as the content is concerned. So that is why then they said that the matter should be postponed to that particular date. But of course, a lot transpiring in court in as far as exhibits being shown in court of some cell phones that were taken from the 2 suspects when they were arrested by the eSwatini police. But just for feedback, let's speak to the lawyer representing them. His name is Siyabonga. A lot transpired in court today. What's your take about the proceedings so far?
Yes, thank you, my brother. It's true that a lot transpired today in court. We are still waiting for the application, as I've been insisting and consistently highlighting to you guys that we will have challenges in the absence of the comprehensive application. So the Director of Public Prosecutions just made a statement in court today to say that they're still waiting for the application, and we are still waiting for the application. So as we at this point in time right now, we can't even be able to move forward because we haven't received the application.
And another application from the state asking for the detention of the exhibits that were actually shown in court.
Yes, they made an application for the detention of the exhibits which were actually seized from my clients or the accused persons upon their arrest. However, they do make markings of those exhibits and the forth. However, there is a document which is short of admission, to say the least. Hence, we are still waiting for that affidavit so that we are able to know how to proceed with that application as well.
Also, you also touched on the issue of conditions that upon when the 2 have to be extradited, there must be certain conditions that needs to be met. If you can tell us more about that.
Yes. Well, I think you will recall that our biggest concern in the event, I'm not making an admission or a concession to say the least, but in the event, we will be concerned mostly of the issues of safety for our clients, because extradition is a process and there are requirements to be made. I cannot divulge much into the detail because as of now we haven't received even the actual application, but in the event we get the application, then we will know what conditions to attach to the demand or request from the state, which is the Republic of South Africa.
And then on the next court appearance, what is it that you can expect from your side? Are you optimistic that those papers will be delivered as per the promise made, that they will be delivered within 30 days as per the law?
Thank you, my brother. I want to believe that the offices of the Director of Public Prosecutions is quite a competent office. That we might be able, we can safely say we will receive those applications. Next week, the 12th, Tuesday, we will go to court and deal also, inclusive of the application, rather over and above the application, we will deal also with the issue of the application for detention as well.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. Michelle, that's the lawyer representing the Ndimande brothers. His name is Siyabonga, where he's saying that he believes that the state will deliver on its promises, because according to the law, they are expected that they should make those papers available within a number of 30 days. So he believes that that will be done. But also looking into the issue of the exhibits, they were opposing the state application to be attended to today. They are saying that at least it should be looked into on the 12th of March, because they believe that the affidavit that was deposed in court, they didn't have time to look into that the content of that affidavit. So that will not be in the interest of justice to go on with a particular case. But of course, it will be interesting to know as to what are the contents on that affidavit. Is there any information that has been collected in as far as cell phone information is concerned? Because we're told inside court, and we actually saw those 4 cell phones that were actually shown as exhibits.
Mweli, can I ask you to just pull your microphone closer to your mouth? We are struggling just a little bit with the sound to you. Am I understanding it correctly, Mweli, that the reason for this postponement in part until the 12th of March is because the court hasn't received papers from Pietermaritzburg, so essentially from the NPA in KZN?
Exactly, Michelle, because in terms of the protocol, there are diplomatic protocols.
All right, we've lost our connection there to Mweli Masilela, but he is live to us there from the court in eSwatini, and he is tracking that story around the 2 brothers, Siyabonga and Malusi Ndimande, who are arrested in connection with the murder of AKA and Tebello Motsoane. They are now remanded in custody until the next appearance on the 12th of March. And I think what Mweli was telling us just there when we lost his feed was that there is this delay in part due to the fact that all of the papers that are needed have not been received from the NPA in KwaZulu-Natal, which is, of course, quite concerning, and perhaps something that we will try and find out more from the NPA here at home about why that is the case. But certainly one of the big developing stories that we've been tracking for you all morning here on 405.